Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, September 4th, 2016. I'm going to talk today about paying a monthly subscription for whether it be software or advice or a website that gives you information on covered call writing and how to use the strategy to make monthly income. There's a lot of services out there that charge up to $50, $100, thousands of dollars for seminars and hand holding and things like that. But we're going to talk about that today, in my opinion. First of all, I want you to go over to my corepositiontrading.com blog, where I talk about all these things. I talk about anything from estate planning to writing covered calls to swing trades to stock market lingo. It's a great page where I don't bog you down with all the various chit chat. I just write bullet points and let you further your education. Okay? If you're interested, go over to Core Position Trading YouTube channel, where I post a lot, and subscribe, because I do post a lot and I want you to see these videos. I have fun with these videos. I don't get paid like other YouTubers. You can see I don't have many views for some of my newer stuff. But I post it so you can learn all the finer details that you usually won't find on YouTube. You'll hear make monthly income with covered call trading, but they don't get into the intricacies of it. A lot of my videos really dig deep into some of these things, and I try to present it like an everyday guy. Okay, I didn't write the encyclopedia on covered call writing like some others. I don't have software like some others. But what I do is I break down writing covered calls and how I do it and how I make monthly income in its simplest forms. And although sometimes it seems like I'm stumbling through some of these things, this is real life. This is real situations I'm presenting to you. So I really hope you enjoy it, because I just don't think you're going to get this candid sort of look into someone's life like I'm giving you. So I hope you enjoy it. So with that said, let's talk about some of the sites that offer up some good tools, actually, but they're going to charge you. So in the case of the first one, I actually used Born to Sell. Born to Sell has some great YouTube videos where they talk about, they have covered call screeners, portfolio management software. Paid $50. I paid $50 for this for 2 months. And I found that the interface is really easy to use, gives you a lot of ideas. But I think if you're a beginning user, if you're a beginning trader on covered call, writing covered calls, I'm going to suggest this could be data overload. I'm going to suggest that you really, before you want to pay for some subscriptions, you really want to make sure you're prepared. Like I told you early on, I bought some services that paid $50 a month, and I just found myself overwhelmed for the first month, getting interested in the second month, and by the third month, I didn't feel quite ready. I ended up canceling the subscription. Granted, they offered up tons of information, but to be honest, it's for the more advanced user. So the more advanced user might use these tools to really simplify their search. But for the beginning user, boy, I'll tell you, I would think about it. Now, they do offer this great free trial. This is how I got involved with it. I did the free trial. At the time of this video, it is $50. So maybe you do the free trial and see what I'm talking about. But what I'm also here to say is that a lot of what this site and others will offer you, you can find this on sites like Fidelity. Fidelity, Ameritrade, E-Trade, and so on. They're really coming to the conclusion that more and more people are using option strategies. It's not for that elite few anymore. It can be done by the average weekend warrior. So they offer up tons of tools. And in the case of Fidelity, they actually have a strategy center under research, options, trading ideas. And you will get all this information, and it's really great, and it's free. You have to be a member. You have to have a Fidelity account, but it's free. I did a screenshot over here just to show you what you get, and this is very similar to what you get here with Born to Sell. Although Born to Sell's interface is really nice. It has a lot of pretty colors. And again, very good, but expensive, but pricey. Over here at Fidelity, you get a lot of the same. Now, you come into the strategy section and you could do all these various option strategies, and they lay it out for you. I'm going to highlight covered call because that's what we're talking about here. And when you click covered call, it's going to display everything down here of various strategies. The top 50 strategies with the nice return posted here. I went one step further and I actually typed in PSX here to show you that you can actually do individual stocks. Set your PSX here, set your length here, and you will see the option chain display for PSX. This is free. And in the beginning, I'm an advocate for trying to get as much information free as possible. Again, back on Born to Sell, they have tons of nifty little indicators that tell you if there's a earnings call coming or a dividend. What I've found is I use Fidelity. I then use Dividend Channel. Okay, I've talked about this, where Dividend Channel shows right here, we've got earnings dates and we've got ex-dividend dates. Okay, we also have a declarations page that I've talked about, where Dividend Channel actually shows dividends that are being declared in this month. So you could write a covered call on a stock that you know and then collect the dividend as well if your shares don't get taken away. These are all free tools where you can really start to build your knowledge base before you start paying the high cost of monthly advice, monthly tools, so on and so forth. Hey, look, I did my training for 2 years before I actually really got involved actively writing covered calls. I like to tell people the story. Look, I could teach you how to ski down a mountain for a year, but until you actually ski down a mountain, you don't know how to ski down a mountain. But once you do ski down that mountain one time, you know how to ski down a mountain. Now, how good you are, how proficient you are, of course, that's going to take time, experience, training. But the real knowledge comes when you experience it. Okay, so I want you to really try to get as much information as you can. Try to avoid paying for it if you can, but do a covered call. Pick a company you feel really great with, feel really comfortable with. Write that one contract. You've seen many examples of how to do this. Ride that contract out till it expires, or maybe you get a chance to buy it back. That's where the experience comes from. And you will not need to pay anybody. Heck, maybe you pay somebody a little bit for maybe a help list or a monthly list that helps you with your research, maybe gives you some ideas. But to pay the high cost of $50, $100 a month for this, trust me, you will find that you could go to Yahoo Finance, pull up their option chain, go to Fidelity, pull up their strategy centers, and you could have all the information there for you. It becomes like water, really. My first covered call I wrote on PSX, I remember I wrote it, got $1.27. The stock had fallen, bought it back at 10 cents. My mentor walked me through that process, but once I did it, a light bulb went off like you wouldn't believe. Now I'm writing 10, 11 covered calls a month, maybe taking up 20 minutes, a half hour. It flows like water once you get the experience, okay? So will I pay for these monthly services? Probably not. Will you? Well, I want you to get the experience. I want you to train. Hey, maybe even try them. I'm not even being an advocate for Born to Sell. I'm just showing you what I did. I'm not a Born to Sell subscriber, and I'm also not pimping them here. But again, learn it, get experience. You'll be fine. You will really, really be fine once you start getting that first experience. So, hey, hope you enjoyed the video, and use YouTube. YouTube has a ton of training videos. Like I said, over here, Some of my videos start to get really detailed, but if you watch all my videos, I have a lot of beginner videos there. Okay, go and click on them, read them. Like I listen to them. I'm going to present this to you as an everyday Joe, but I'm showing you, I'm giving you a look into my life and how I do them. Now, you may find flaws in what I do. You may not. You may like what I do. Hey, it's all here for you to learn so you too can make monthly income writing covered calls. Hey, until my next video, I hope all your covered calls are profitable.